I come back practice live stream. Um, I'm just going live just for the sake of practicing. And a friend of mine, his name is Will in China, recommended that I read off the background stuff that I have to do to prepare to just go live. 90% of the time, people don't see the live stream that's being prepared. They only see the 10%, which is the video part. So I'm gonna let my friend Will on Facebook Messenger that I'm live. Hopefully he's watching. Twitch and LinkedIn. All right, so what I did to kind of remember or at least document my steps is I was actually chatting with him via Facebook Messenger. Now, for privacy's sake, I can't show his username because it's a private username. And I'm just going to read off the content, or at least the text content or text conversation we had. And let me just see here. There is a lot of underlining conversation in between, but we'll see. Yeah, so I'm not watching the chat. Just trying to see who's actually engaging in another platform with Messenger. Normally, this is streamed on LinkedIn and Twitch, and then later on Twitch, if after a day or so, I transferred that content on Twitch to my YouTube channel. Let me see what I could stir up here. Sorry. So I'm just looking to see if he's responding. Oh, there you go. Okay, so he's watching on Twitch now. Thank you, Will, for watching. So one of the things I wrote and posted is on a separate Facebook channel. I wrote this to a post that in reality you have to work a 9 to 5 job to put food on the table, and to support my family. Content creation is a hobby for me, and it's always nice to meet people who have the same passion and drive, and that's what content creation isn't easy. And I applaud people who are making content off of it as a living. I mean, I just knew the technical aspects of it, and meaning when I say technical aspects is there's a lot of technical loops you have to run into, or at least jump into before you actually start streaming like this. I can share with you the type of camera, the laptop, maybe the provider, the lighting. As you can see, the it's not the best living room studio per se. It's literally my kitchen table, and my kitchen's behind me. So I can go through the nuances of how to prepare this stream, but what I'll do is I'll try to see what my previous notes were between Will, and just suit up so that I'm ready to go outside to look for what's called trash angels. So I'm going back through our conversation in text. How this conversation started, or at least the stream started, was I noticed there's a particular item that was probably useful for me, but the thing is, I would have to suit up, go to my vehicle, drive to where it is. Hopefully, it's still there, and if not, then it's just me practicing how to suit up and get out of here quickly. But what happened was I had to prepare the stream to kind of record my my process, and the way I recorded the background process was a conversation with Will, and this conversation kind of started off with like I saw a particular item that I wanted to pick up from the street, but I couldn't pick it up because I was driving to work, and maybe hopefully it's still there. If not, then it was just an attempt to just suit up and find items. But let me see what else. Oh, let me share with you another post I made on Facebook. to kind of like let's see. Someone told me his name is Jeffrey on a Facebook group called Digital Green Room of from Jeff in High Def, and he shares me with this comment: keep learning and doing your content, grow and do bigger things. And that was very encouraging coming from a person that does this professionally. And I'm just starting out. I don't have the high end tools. Marty McPadden, he does this professionally too. He says, stream with what you got until you get better equipment. And this is what I got. I have a living room, a laptop, a web camera, and maybe a. We just upgraded the internet speeds for us, and it's at streaming capable speeds now. Because when our provider, I think it was Spectrum, when they were giving us internet speeds, we were like at 10 gigs up or 5 gigs up, but or 10 gigs down, 5 gigs up. But is Sam going? Why not? When is he gonna train? So I just waved bye to my spouse. Hey, let me lock the door, man. So it's just a typical Saturday morning where I'm just trying to get my thoughts together, relaxing. It's a little more. I wish what I've done when I was watching, or at least typing to Will my text, was I should have wrote down the steps to get to this, but it's kind of it's difficult not watching the chat. Let me go to my Twitch channel, Will. Let me see if you're typing anything in there. Give me a sec. I'm going to my Twitch channel to watch the chat if there is any chatter on that Twitch channel. So to get to that Twitch channel, you just type in twitch.com and your channel name and then /chat to see if there's any chatter or chat coming in. And so far it's Mr. Will. Thank you for dropping in. I see you in the chat. The chat's fine. It's on fire. Yeah, the chat's on fire, but it's only 2 comments. But so what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna suit up right now and gather my materials and to prepare to go out. I won't technically go out. I'm just gonna suit up and see if I can include content where I was talking about how to prepare for the stream. So I'm gonna ask Will to kind of well, you gotta mention to me in the chat the steps I took. You know, we talked about prepping 90%, and that prepping 90% wasn't fully documented in a document. It's just me remembering what do I need to do to go live. I have to prepare the camera, prepare the light. The other thing that I wanted to show Will was the lighting is important in any live. So right now the lighting source is above me, as you can see. And the other thing is that if you turn off this light source above me, I'm going to show you. Here you go. I'm literally in the dark, and no one can tell what is on my face, or at least can see my face. And you got having good intentions. Yes, good intentions. So my good intentions was to provide people some encouragement on, you know, if you want to do something like this and be expressive and somehow make money off it, it's going to take a while. I mean, I didn't do this to make money. I mean, in the long run, yes, it would be nice, but I'm doing a live stream like this to encourage people that you can stream from your phone. If you don't have the resources, your phone's a good resource to stream from. Mind you, it's going to be limited in terms of power and maybe bandwidth. People like doing things on their phone. Now with 5G, I'm not sure if it's still stream capable, but you know, I don't have a 5G phone. I can't really test that logic. But what I'm trying to say is on this stream is that don't be discouraged with what you don't have. Be encouraged with what you do have in your resources. You can text via Twitter. You could, or not. It's not Twitter anymore. It's called X, right? So, so my intention to go live was to encourage people, and sometimes I need to kind of encourage myself. So there is this one post I made in the Digital Green Group. I'm gonna look away from the chat. Will is this? I asked this question in a group that said, "Hey, so I wanted to, I wanted to thank again Jeff for just allowing me to be expressive in his group." And this is what I wrote. I look at the company like Amazon, who started in a garage and grow so large that they had to create their own logistics branch to deliver smile packages to people. Then I look at myself. How am I growing? How am I encouraging? Who is my audience? And I can answer those questions. My growth happens when I take my responsibilities seriously. This is a hobby. I would like to take this seriously, but it's still a hobby because it's not providing resources for my family. I am an encouraging person, meaning I understand the struggles and do my best to encourage others and push through the difficult times. Here's the kicker. My immediate audience is my family. They depend on me to be on time, be persistent, and be the best I can be. And then I thank Jeff, who's the administrator of the group. Thank you, Jeff, for allowing me to express my creativity and with no pressure and just be expressive. And he added some encouraging words, which he recommended I should do at least one time in a month, a week, or some random day, and just create content. And then that's it. Um, so for the good intentions, I'm just gonna suit up. I'm gonna glance briefly on our text messages that we wrote about. It's a little difficult to scroll through that long conversation, but I do remember about prepping. I had to prep a bunch of things just to go live in this format. Um, I am actually going to check out the stream quality on my other machine because I can't do it on the streaming machine. The reason why you don't want to do it on your streaming machine literally is supposed to be the only streaming machine. Now, a lot of people use one machine to do everything. Sure, if you have all the power and resources to dedicate to one machine, I'm not like that. No, I like using multiple systems to do multiple tasks if my resources are limited. And the reason why I say my resources are limited, I did not invest in a high-powered gaming machine. It's because my systems are geared more for business reliability and redundancy, which is a little different technology and workflow in terms of streaming. But business redundancy is important in the business industry, and that what makes me supportive. And that what brings in the big bucks for me, basically. So, all right. So, let me just do this. I'm going to suit up, power up my other machine if I can, and try to be as expressive and as sharing as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share some lighting points. I have these lighting flashlights that I purchased from Harbor Freight Tools. They were on sale. I should have bought more, but I only got 8, and I'm sorry, I only got 4. And the reason why it's 4 is because one for each family member in my family. And they're very bright. I'm just gonna test it in the stream and see how bright it is. So it acts like a more of a lighting, but it has to be diffused because it's really super bright. And I have this habit of looking down at the computer versus looking at the camera. So please forgive me. I haven't had any practice in streaming in a while. So let's go to see what Will has. So Will, you have to. I need some coaching here because it's hard to look at the chat. What we did in Messenger. I remember what we did. I just have to give like clues in the chat. So I need some assistance on where you want me to explain as I suit up. So right now, I'm gonna put the lighting back, and then I'm probably gonna position the camera closer to me so that it's not too far away, and it's closer to where it's guiding or pointing. And I'm just looking at the uh, thing here. So I'm watching the Twitch chat and also monitoring my video feed, which of course is a little cumbersome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up a chair and just show you how I suit up. And I just realized I dropped one of my lights. Don't worry, it's not damaged. It just, I think it might be damaged. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. You gotta fix this because I don't like it being. Okay. So it's not damaged. It's just the batteries got popped out when it dropped. So now I know not to put it in that position because apparently I will knock it down in that position. The reason and the position I'm talking about is I basically stuck it on the refrigerator and I forgot all about it. So if I need lighting, it has to be done where it's out of the way, and yeah, it's out of the way, and it looks like it did break. Yeah, not broke. Yeah, it did break, but it's okay. I'm not mad. It's not, I mean, partially my fault, but I can put tape on it. The pieces of it broke off when it fell, but it still works. The lighting still works, so I need to remember not to put it there and make sure it's out of the way. And I'm gonna just put both of the lights here. So as you can see, they're bright LED lights, and they provide some form of lighting on the web camera. And there you go. So you wanna. The reason why I'm showing you guys this is because sometimes the Ring cameras are expensive. You can go with the Braun LED lights. I got these from Harbor Freight Tools. They were on sale though, but they were $2. But if you can find something like this instead of the official ring light, you can get your and diffuse the light, of course. If you can use it as a way to light your camera, so light your cell phone camera. So that's that. See if Will actually responded in the chat. So good intentions. What else is there? Let's see. Let's just suit up and see where this conversation goes. So I'm suiting up. When I mean by suiting up, I'm just gonna find my socks. So I'll just find my socks and shoes and just go as far back as I can and just put on some clothes. Normally this would only take me like maybe 5 minutes to do, but because I'm conversating on Twitch, it just happens. So the reason why I'm going live is because, like I said, some people don't have the resources to do so. Well, you can use your phone to go live, and some people don't even have a laptop. And I'm encouraging them to save enough money to purchase your laptop, but it takes time to gather the resources you need to become this live streaming phenomenon. And I can't do this every day. And the reason why I can't do this every day, like I said, I have other responsibilities and priorities I need to take care of. And I encourage you to do the same. And treat this as a hobby that hopefully will turn into a transitional career, or at least a content making thing. Anyhow, put on my shoes. Gonna put on my windbreaker just to go outside. And not sure how I'm going to stream outside from this, but the streaming possibilities, of course, is you have to stream on your phone. The only problem is that when I stream on my phone, it's 1 gig of data per hour. So that's not going to be very doable unless I get unlimited, but that would mean I would have to either get a newer phone or pay a newer plan to stream on an older phone. So that's that. I got my suit on. And there we go. The other thing I'm putting on is the high vis. The high vis, of course, is another layer of protection, or actually, when I say layer of protection, not only it does kind of acts like a light vest, but it also gives you reflective capabilities when you're walking around in the dark, especially. So I have this tool or this vest that I've acquired from a previous workplace, and I can tell you that um, I can tell you where it came from. It came from Amazon Logistics, and I actually wrote a song about that working there, and it goes a song like this. I come from a warehouse from a faraway place where packages and jiffies roam. Where the cold is immense and the freeze is intense. There's a bunch of pallets, but hey, it's home. When the lanes from the east and the lanes from the west, when a group of vehicles pick up packages right, come on down, stop on by, pick up a route and then fly to another Amazonian night. And let me find the vest. I mean the vest. The beanie that says actually Amazon on it. Give me a sec. And there you go, folks. It actually is from a beanie that says Amazon. Now, I earned this little get up through sweat and tears, and just gonna sing the song that kind of goes with it. And here's the chorus. Steel toe cat. Right. Okay. Let me finish this song, and I'll answer those comments. Amazonian nights like Amazonian days. We push packages hard, 7 sideways from Mars, 24 hours a day. Amazonian nights like Amazonian moons. A fool of his guard, let the package fall hard because safety ensues. Thank you, Will, for those text comments. Now, I'm gonna describe the gear I have, and the first gear I have is called steel toe shoes. I don't know if we can showcase that. Oops, my cat. So the steel toe shoes were actually a gift from my previous employer, Amazon Logistics, and they're great for walking and also great with the steel toe shoes. What's the meaning of what's the trash target, Angel? Well, the trash target that we were trying to get to was basically a red wagon, and that red wagon was off on the side of the on-ramp, but I couldn't get to it because it was headed to work. Uh, how should we be open to receiving more resources? Okay, that's a good question. Well, to be more open to receive more resources, you have to think about your ask, or at least your end goal. Like, for example, I was saving up for a i7 machine, and a friend of mine decided to give me some funds. And I also kind of did the same thing with the person that said, well, I need an extra $100 to pay for my rent. I did that, and I asked him, be sure to pay me back when you can. He only paid half, but I didn't mind, because he said he was short on rent, and he needed $100. As far as getting resources, no. Oh, okay. So you talk about resources, knowledge, and knowledge equals money. Well, a lot of times, if you want to get knowledge and time and resources, it takes time, and you have to actually go get it. When I say go get it, you either get it online, you get it through experience, you get it through practice, And right now, this is a resource or at least experience because I'm practicing how to go live and being encouraging and whatnot. The end goal of this stream, of course, is just show to people that you can go live with what you have, a phone, a laptop, a simple webcam, and just, describe your message. Describe, and also to describe your story. The story was supposed to be where I was supposed to suit up and head to the Trash Angel target. I'm actually going to try to attempt to do that. But the thing is, I can't do that while streaming because it does take bandwidth. And I'll only start to stream if the target's there. If the target's there, I can stream maybe for a few minutes before the data runs out, or at least the data eats up. But the purpose of the stream is to encourage people to tell a story with the tools you got. All right, then that's my live stream. I can continue on and on, but I don't think anyone's gonna sit here for an hour plus to listen to me share how to go live. I did miss a few details. I'll be sure to watch the replay and read over some of Will's notes that we had in Messenger to kind of flesh out the proper documentation on how to go live properly, because it does take practice, it does take resources, and sometimes I have to operate with frugality and be lean. When I say be lean, is to use with the resources you got. Like for example, the two flashlights I got, they were $10 a piece, but I think they weren't selling at the Harbor Freight Tools, but they were on sale for $2, and I bought 4 of them, and they're used again, good for lighting. Ooh, that's not a good idea. And of course, to remind me, Will said, building a legacy. Now, to build a legacy, it doesn't mean you're building something to you're not building an item to give to some people or something else. To me, building a legacy is teaching my children how to be good people, how to manage their resources, how to manage their time. I still need help with those, of course, but I'm only human, and that's the legacy I'm building. I'm teaching my children to be good, persistent, consistent people that are reliable and contributing to society. All right, that's my stream, and I should have started off with building a legacy. That's a whole new other topic, and I'm gonna go silent in the stream. And thank you again for watching. And I'm gonna push this back and stop the stream soon. Or better yet, I just want to see myself on stream. How funny is that? Okay, so in order for me to do that, I'm actually gonna turn on, like I said, the other device. And the other device is actually behind this laptop. And oh yes, being humble. I'm not showing this technology off or the skill sets to be bragging. I want to show people that you can do a live stream with the resources you have. Mind you, even if it's only a phone, it could be done. You just have to frame your story, the audience you're targeting, and if you need something to sell to them, you have to create something tangible. Something tangible. Advice is great, friendship is great, but if you want to actually make money off of this live stream, you have to create something tangible. Prayer helps a lot. Prayer helps a lot. Not just my prayers, but any audience prayers, family member prayers. I wanted to show on camera what I'm capable of building. Hopefully in a few weeks once I gather the material. I'm going to be right back. So this
particular chessboard I actually built when I was still living with my mother and father back in '96 or before that '95, and I basically took um, two hinges, plywood, black marker, and just created my own chessboard. I wanted my own chessboard, but I didn't have the money for it. So I literally created one. And this particular chessboard actually got me into a, a school called California Academy of Math Science, based at California, based at Cal State Dominguez Hills. And this is it. I guess I have some carpenter tools or carpenter skills, but as you can see, it's not very like finely tuned. I didn't have the proper tool to actually make it, cleaner cut, but it's a rough start, and I guess with more practice, I could probably get this going. But I want to see, I guess, myself on the stream because I'm just curious like that, and I just want to see how it looks on stream. Right now, I'm powering on the television. Oh boy. So, I don't think I'll be able to see it on this newer machine because I may have to just sign in. So what I'm probably gonna do is, oh boy. There we go. What I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna end the stream and or either that watch it while it's streaming here, but I want to just see the how it looks. Oh, thank you about that, Will. Right now, my streaming setup, or at least my original streaming setup, is not in shambles, but it's being redecorated, reorganized, and right now it's working. It's just not spaced properly, so that it's can be usable. And the other thing that's really hard for me is the space and to find storage. I had some plastic storage boxes before, but they were thrown out accidentally by my family. And the other main reason I do this is I'm gonna reference Proverbs 3:9 is to honor God with your wealth. That's the basis of that scripture. And what I'm trying to do here is that I've been blessed with resources that I can use to either utilize to help people and to encourage people. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to honor my God with the resources I have to encourage them. And my God has been very kind to me in terms of the resources I needed. It's not the resources I want, but it's the resources I needed at the time. I needed um, resources for my kids to make sure they have the right tools and clothing and food so that they have a place to stay, a place to rest. They have the equipment they need to do their things. My son is, for example, has the tools necessary to have Photoshop working. My daughter is kind of interested in being creative too. So she's being expressive in her creativity. And I just realized I cannot view myself on either Twitch nor LinkedIn because I'm not signed into this to the account, so I can't view myself. It's pretty interesting. So let's um, let's continue on, and I want to again thank you, Will, for being in the audience to help guide me at my conversations and thoughts. And it's just yeah, thank you again, Will, for being the audience of one. Callie, Just before I went live, I was actually got distracted by users using Kali. When I told them to do pipe commands and redirects, and they didn't know how, I was like, you know what? You have Google. I'm not going to show you how to do a pipe command or redirect. You can find out yourself. And I literally wrote it like this. Wait, let me just type it. I wrote it like this. I will not pipe command. I will not pipe command. I will not pipe. I will not. Oh, okay, let me reword it again. I will not show you the pipe command and how to redirect. Redirect. I literally typed that. Oh, interesting. I literally typed that to him or her or whoever he was, and just kind of left it at that. If you're using Linux and the basics of pipe and redirect you don't know yet, read the book, go online, practice. But that's how you do it. So this morning I ate two types of breakfast. The first one was a meat and vegetable stew with rice. My wife cooked that. Very sweet woman to cook that dinner. But I also ate it for breakfast. The other breakfast I had, of course, was the cereal, the almond milk cereal, and the cereal I got was this one. It was the balanced multi-grain cereal, and there we go. That's the breakfast we had. Well, I think I've covered most of the bases. Unless you want me to tell you anything else, like I said, it's hard for me to go through the Facebook Messenger and the conversation we had because I didn't have it written out in pen. Okay, let's also plug the cars that you're using. Okay, that's a good call. All right, I am in the market, or in the market. I am selling my two cars, and I've had two potential buyers, but haven't really pushed them to kind of tell them, hey, you still interested in these cars? Because I'm trying to sell them. So I am, I guess, plugging my own car dealership. I'm not really a car dealership per se. I'm just literally a private seller, trying to just get rid of 2003, count them, 2003 cars. So for those who are actually watching the stream, or I know the chat's not popping up yet because I haven't really prepared that, but that could be in the comments section in on the YouTubes later. Okay, so I plugged the cars, I did my song, I did my proverbs, I honored God, I'm trying to organize and find storage. I'm asking prayers for people, trying to summarize what we discuss here that with Will here. We're trying to be humble. Prayer helps. I'm building a legacy to teach my children how to manage resources and manage their knowledge and their money. Um, as far as receiving resources, it can be in the form of advice as well. The trash angel targets, I just have to either limit my trash angels stuff I pick up, or organize or get storage. And I got the steel toe shoes, and that's a summary, I guess. And all right, let me let me end the stream by thanking Will for being supportive, and thank you for endorsing me the best way you can. And and I'm gonna sign off. And I cannot see my stream, like I said, because my other. I can try to sign in now, but I don't want to try. I'll do it later. So looking good too. Yeah, I'm growing my mustache thingy. Yeah, I'm growing the stash. Gotta shave these off a little, and maybe under here, but I'm trying to get this growing, making sure that it's nice and. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream. Looks legit and looking good too. Thank you, Will, and I am killing it. And I cannot have not done this without the the I cannot have done the stream without the presence of God and the supportive comments from Will. And it may be a comeback. Thank you, thank you. I'm not gonna do this every month or every day, but I think on every maybe first Friday of each month might be helpful, and I'll plan out my content. Um, it's not only is a Twitch career it starts again, it's also LinkedIn. So this stream, by the way, is also being streamed to LinkedIn. Technically, I'm not supposed to multi-stream to two sites, but Twitch hasn't been very they haven't been very enforcive of you can only stream to their site while you're streaming. But hey, I'm not getting any funds from this, and I'm just trying to build my brand again, or at least build my online presence. And I'm gonna try to do this at least once every first Friday of the month, if that makes sense. So today is, well, it's not the first Friday of the month. I think it's it's been the second Friday of the month. So we're gonna try to do every second Saturday of the month, second Friday of the month, because that second Friday is I gotta plug the church because they've been very supportive with me, and one of the things I've done for my Twitch streaming skills is I help provide Twitch streaming, not Twitch streaming, just streaming services to YouTube for my local church for about 4 years between 2016 to 2020. And they later upgraded to vMix. They were using OBS for like 4 years with my help, and now they have a completely new system, upgraded, and the reason why I want to try to do it every second Friday of the month is the following Saturday, which is today. They have a food and clothes giveaway, and they're probably preparing now soon, but. The children, I have to watch my kids here because my daughter is sick. My son, he wasn't able to wake up to go to his training. He's supposed to train for a half marathon with my spouse, but he wasn't able to wake up today. Anyhow, I just wanted to end the stream. I wanted to thank Will again for helping me restart my Twitch career. And you have to remember, this is not just on Twitch, it's also on LinkedIn. So I'm trying to get a combination of both cybersecurity, Twitch, real life, anyhow. That's my stream for today, and thank you again. Signing off, and see you guys next time.